In the business of Forex trading, or trading in any financial market, many people believe that the path to success is purely about a mechanical process of how to enter and exit trades. And I've often said myself that in order to be successful, you need to do two things only. One, enter a trade when there's an entry signal, and two, exit a trade when there is an exit signal. And I would offer the challenge that anyone using our methods that isn't having extremely good results, I would say that it's very likely that that person is doing one or more of these four things. One, not entering a trade when there is an entry signal. Two, entering a trade when there is not an entry signal. Three, not exiting a trade when there is an exit signal. And four, exiting a trade when there is no exit signal. Now this assumes that you clearly understand what is an entry and an exit signal using your method, and it assumes that you have a trading method that works. One gentleman made a comment on one of my videos that if he were to enter a trade every time there was an entry signal according to his method, it would wipe out his account because of all these other factors that have to be considered. Well, obviously, if you have a trading method that works, you want to enter and exit trades according to that method. If your trading method doesn't work, get a different trading method. And of course, all these other factors, if there are other factors to consider before entering a trade, that's part of your method, and you should follow that. If you model the people from all areas of life who have achieved magnificent success, people who rise above mediocrity in life, you'll find that those people are the people who have learned to program their unconscious mind and have learned to master the emotional and psychological blocks to success. Now, when it comes to trading, you could read books on trading psychology all day, every day, and it won't have any effect. It won't change that neurological phenomenon that you're experiencing in your mind and your nervous system when you go to enter a trade. For that, you're going to need some kind of a tool that will permanently neutralize that disruption in your nervous system that's clouding your trading ability. It's affecting your ability to make clear trading decisions. One of the most powerful and effective ways to neutralize these emotional blocks is through the use of what's called Meridian Tapping.
Apparently, the science of energy meridians in the body is derived from ancient Taoist practices of Qigong. The Chinese medicine healing science of acupuncture is actually one and the same with the ancient Taoist self-healing practice of Qigong. Both work with the natural flow of energy in the body. In Qigong, it is said that all disease is caused by either a lack of energy in some part of the body due to a block in one of the meridians, or an excess of stagnant or sick energy also caused by a block in the energy flow. The development of what's called emotional acupuncture was assisted by Dr. George Goodhart, a well-known chiropractor in the U.S. In the 1970s, an Australian psychiatrist, John Diamond, MD, created a variation of this emotional acupuncture, which he called behavioral kinesiology. Diamond used positive affirmations with select acupuncture points and did this specifically with emotional problems. Next, an American psychologist, Dr. Roger Callahan, helped to develop a structure for energy psychology that could be widely applicable. This method was called the Callahan technique, or thought field therapy, or TFT. These methods were further refined into a single algorithm method simultaneously by two energy therapists who were both working separately and independently at the time, Dr. Patricia Carrington and Gary Craig. Dr. Carrington had developed a method by 1987 that she was using with patients in workshops called AccuTap. Rather than do a lot of extensive testing to find out which meridians needed to be tapped, she developed a method of doing a round of tapping on all the meridians so that it would easily be effective for nearly anyone on nearly any problem. Similarly, Gary Craig, who had studied TFT with Roger Callahan, decided to separate his work in order to be able to use a single algorithm approach. Gary Craig developed his method into what is known as emotional freedom technique, or EFT, Gary Craig is responsible for making Meridian Tapping into a widely used, extremely popular method for eliminating emotional blocks and achieving true emotional freedom. EFT has been successfully used on a wide variety of different problems, including both physical and mental and emotional problems. For those of you who are interested in even deeper practice and mastery of the emotions, there is a powerful Qigong practice known as the fusion of the 5 elements. Among other things, this practice is said to help you to learn a practical way to stay emotionally neutral while being body-centered and fully present and still feel what is happening in any situation. This sounds ideal for people who are in the business of trading financial markets. A good place to learn this practice is from Michael Wynn of Healing Tao USA, and also from one of his teachers, the famous Qigong master Mantak Chia.
But the benefit of Meridian Tapping is that it's very easy, it's very fast, it's been proven to be extremely effective, and anyone can do it and experience immediate results, and often the results are permanent. So now let's get started right now and permanently blast away those negative emotions that have been keeping you from getting the results that you want in your trading business.